What's poppin', my friends? Welcome to the first See It in Action module. And there's no set way that I am structuring these. This is kind of off the cuff. I have something pre written, and I also have some examples behind the screen. But how these are going to work is I'm going to try to teach them in the way that I feel like would help you learn the most. That's the entire purpose of me structuring the course this way, is so I'm not giving you information that doesn't go to waste, right? So with that, you can read this, but I'm pretty much telling you that I'm going to show you how I did this exact thing. I went through this exact process that we're going through right now for the course you are watching right now. So it may set off some light bulbs in your head like, oh, this is one thing that turned me on about this course, and that's one reason I bought it. So maybe that's it, maybe it's not. And another thing to take into account is that I keep telling you that you're going to have to go back through this course. You'll find out in the fifth module that you'll have to continually iterate. So this right here, I'm filming before I've even launched it. So I have no idea if this even works or if it's going to sell. But I am definitely a step ahead of people that do not do this. So I'm going to sell more than people that do not do this. So in the fifth section, I'll show you how to revise this stuff. And by the time you watch this, this could be entirely different from what I have here now. So let's go straight in. So choosing a starving market, I chose wealth. I've had a web design agency. I have a Twitter brand. I do consulting now. That's where I have the most experience. I know how to make money with marketing. I am technically a marketer. I help other people make money. I make money myself. Wealth made sense. That's where I have the most experience. So a sub-market online business, again, this is where I have the most experience. You could go through this and you could come up with something entirely different from what I'm doing here. Not everything is make money online. You can make a lot of money in the relationships or the health niche. I mean, you see it all the time. There's a ton of 6-7 figure fitness coaches or 8-figure health brands and things like that. It all follows the same thing. And me going through this, you'll start to see other people doing this in big name brands. So I chose online business, especially solopreneurs, right? Niche market, coaches, course creators, freelancers, everyone that kind of, I would say like an online client-based business is my niche market. Now that's a bit wide, right? That's not too niche down. It's not only course coaches. It's not only course creators. It's not only freelancers. I deliberately chose this to try it out, and because that's what a lot of my followers are trying to do. That's kind of, I already have a foothold in that niche, so it makes sense for me to go after these people. And I've kind of been each one of these. So again, it's related to my interests. So if you do not have an audience and you do not plan on building an audience, you can go more niche down than this. You could go for only freelancers, right? Or even more. But since a Twitter audience and a personal brand is kind of broad by default, I figured I'd make a solution for a lot of them. So the next thing, finding my target. And I'm kind of painting myself here. Again, you get the point. I'm going over things that I have an interest in and that relate to me the most, but you can find anything online. You can do this completely different from what I did it. So painting it 24 to 30. I'm currently 24, male. They're single. They don't have any children. They're not married. They're in the Eastern USA. so the East Coast-ish. uh, this is kind of a meme on Twitter. I put this here as a meme because I intentionally did this because I'm targeting people that I like to work with. And if people can see this as a meme or know it as a meme, then I already have something to like vibe with them off the cuff, right? What do they do for a living? Financial sales. This is here because I've gotten on a lot of calls with people that are in financial sales, and I have a lot of friends that are in financial sales, and all of them want the same thing. They want to, they either have a freelancing business, they want to be a financial coach, they want to be a freelance financial advisor, all that stuff. So I felt that fit, but again, this technically doesn't really matter. This is just like, I'm niching them down a bit more so I understand that human's goals and problems more. They make around 100K. I want them to make that much because I want clients to be able to pay me, and I want them to be good clients. If you know anything about freelancing, you understand that the higher you can charge, the better the clients are. And the more money the other person has, the more likely they are to actually pay you. A broke person cannot pay you, right? So I chose 100K. They got a 4-year degree. They want to quit their job, make a full-time living doing meaningful work, meet a babe, and have a family that he can support. Their values are authenticity, competency, friends and family. And some of you watching this may be able to see that I'm pulling information from Twitter already because I have that as a market research tool to me. And that's where I'm selling. So 3 things that they're struggling with. They want to make more than pennies from their online business. It's just like me a while ago. Like I felt like I knew everything, but I wasn't making that much money. How to get more buyers. The common problem with marketing or just make money online as a whole. You need more buyers. You need more buyers. How to transition into work they enjoy. Client work may not be enjoyable. That's one thing that I did. I don't necessarily enjoy like done for you client work. I like consulting. I don't necessarily like actually doing it myself, the work. What keeps them up at night? Never making it. At this point, they're all in their head. I've been to this point. I'm sure a lot of you have been through this point as well, where you're just hanging out one day, you're in your head, and you're like, what if this never works out? What's the point of doing this if, I'm just going to eventually quit, right? So books, very common. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 4-Hour Work Week. Everyone's read those. I actually haven't read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but... So they read the Tim Ferriss blog, they read Medium, self-improvement stuff, Tim Ferriss, Tom Bilyeu, Impact Theory if you do not know who that is. Social media, they're on Money, Twitter, and Money Instagram, whatever that is, like business Instagram or self-improvement Instagram, which is just super shallow information. All right, 3 common objections. They think 10K a month is a lot of money because they haven't even hit, let's say, 3K a month, right? Or they're stuck at 5K a month. So 10K a month is more than 6 figures a year if you get 10K a month monthly. They think they need a ton of knowledge to create a digital product. They think they have to be an extreme expert when that's just not the case. Right? If you create a digital product, you know that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be marketed well and received well and deliver on the promise, as you will find out later in this course. So I'm limited to my skill set for freelance work. No. So going through all this, finally get down to here. Cole is a 26-year-old finance professional that is looking to make his side hustle a full-time gig. He has dreams of a simple yet rewarding way of making 6 figures doing something meaningful, but is drained after his day job, unsure what to do next. So that is my little summary of that guy. Next up, market sophistication. So there are some major players. There are, like, let's say, Traffic and Funnels. Um, who else is there? Craig Ballantyne is a big one in the coaching niche, which I'm kind of in competition with. In terms of Twitter, there's big players on Twitter because the market is so small. But I am not only aiming for Twitter with this course, so I'm creating it a bit better than that, I guess you could say. So people are getting annoyed with them. They're all talking about the same stuff, right? Like traffic and funnels. Organic marketing is just like Facebook group marketing, but they position it as like, oh, you don't have to do cold emails. You can get clients without running ads. You don't have to annoy people in the DMs and stuff like that. And then they just show you how to post on Facebook and get people to reply to you and then take it to the DMs. That's a summary. And I like the course. So your target's awareness level, promoting on Twitter. Yeah, it's pretty much I would say most awareness levels. I tweet to all awareness levels. My email sequences work people up the awareness levels. But when I start running ads or branching out with this course, then I will come back to this and redo it. And that's one other thing. This is important. This is important, what I'm about to say. So, this is not set in stone, right? This is not set in stone for the duration of your marketing. Sure, you can come back through and change things up, but you can also create an entirely different customer avatar for different campaigns that you're running. So I could take this course and I could sell it to e-commerce stores if I wanted. This is just a hypothetical. I could take it and run it, sell it to e-commerce stores, and I would need an entirely different customer avatar. I would have to come through this and create an entirely different strategy to sell more of it. All right, so becoming the target, I just answer these questions based off of my personal problems. If you want to take a look at this or take a screenshot right now, I'm not going to read through all of these. This should be pretty straightforward, and I'm going to show you how you can actually find the answers to these. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, go ahead, pause and screenshot. Now, if you want to screenshot this, pause, screenshot, pause, screenshot. All right, so we walk through that. Now so first one is Facebook groups, and I'm targeting, look at this. This is perfect, right? Coaches, consultants, and course creators. Absolutely perfect for my market research. And the good thing is that it's very active. So looking in here, look at this, like right off the bat. When creating content, how do you get ahead on your posts, or what strategy do you use? So this tells me that people are struggling with content creation, especially good content creation. So if you were to create a course or something that filled that gap, I could actually see that selling, and I know that there are some on the market. So Hannah right here is a perfect person to sell that to. And then literally just looking through here, like it's gold. What's your biggest goal for 2021? If I was to look through these comments, get my first cohort of 10 high ticket clients. Look at that. He wants more clients. Technology, etc. Like, just join some groups and start reading and taking a ton of notes, and then fit it to your strategy. And now the 7-figure agency roadmap. I know, dang, this is free. I bought this book. I've read this book. It's a pretty good book, but it's free. Okay. So with this, I typed in lead generation agency. These are kind of like, these are a part of my target audience, the freelancers or agency owners, coaches. It's pretty much like how to get clients. This is more so like how to get B2B clients, business to business. But as I said in the writing of the course, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the ratings. Let's look at the 4 stars for an example. So this one. Concepts in the book are interesting. Only issue as okay. So it's only for big markets like America. I personally don't believe that. Even if it is and you're in a different country, then reach out to American clients. Like, what's stopping you besides maybe an English barrier? Learn more English. Learn better English, practice it, because like, why would you not practice better English if there's such a huge market that you can take a piece of? Like, you could literally start a 7-figure agency if you practice your English. But this is what I'm saying. Like, this is an objection for some people. I've actually had some people DM me about my own course, my other course, asking if it works in other countries, which it does. But if you want to get paid a lot, I would recommend going after clients in the US. So right here, you can handle these objections in your landing page copy. You can take notes on these, etc. So I've actually read this one. This is current events, and you'll find out in a later module I'll actually talk about the current event angle. So this guy's business took a hit. He already knew everything in the book. So instead of going single niche focused, he had to switch to help anyone who needed help with marketing, which I don't really think is a good thing to do. I think he just needed to revamp his marketing strategy for his niche, or just switch niches and help that niche specifically and do exactly what we're doing in this course. And he probably would have hit 7 figures. So you're seeing what I'm saying. Like, look up a book or something that's related to the product you want to sell, or something you are interested in that you could take and create a product that actually fills that gap in all of the reviews and research that you do, right? So that is it for this video. I hope that I brought you some clarity. I'll admit that this one is hard to create a video on without just reading what I've done. It's kind of straightforward, and then once you dive deeper into like actually getting customers and getting actual feedback, then it starts to make a lot more sense, and you start to get real hardened data. But when you're just starting out, and let's say you don't even have a network or connections, this is a great way to do it. So I'll see you in the next module.